This is at a bit of a weird angle, but it's because I've put a load of little creatures on my desk. I'm gonna insert a little video here of what I mean.
If you're not real, then how come I feel this way? Little babies, come here. Come here. Oh, little baby.
I'm gonna assume you're back from said little video. Just quickly before I start, a couple things. Number one, ignore the fact I've got wet hair. I've just come out of the shower. Number two, don't remember what I was about to say. Oh yeah, ignore the state of my nails. I did have them painted and then they started to get chipped. So I took the nail polish off, forgetting that I've left my nail polish in London. So I can't repaint them. I'm sorry. Anyway, anyway, into the video is what I was trying to say. This is a monthly haul video. But it's different because normally I get my monthly little treat off of the online. This month, however, I have been to London. How exciting. I feel like I look so ugly right now. I'm so tired. There is a bug. The bug did not die when I hit it. I'm so tired and like I said, just come out of the shower. I've had a rough week. I was supposed to stay in London from Sunday until Monday. It is currently Tuesday of the next week and I got back. No, it's Wednesday of the next week. And I've only just got back. I got back on Monday of this week to my house. So I was away from home a whole week longer than I was supposed to. So I'm just going through it, man. I'm having a rough time, so ignore the fact that I look like this. Anyway, it's a monthly haul video. Instead of it being stuff that I got off of the online, it's stuff that I got whilst I was down in London. Oh, how exciting. I'm sorry if I sound really sarcastic. Like I said, I'm so tired. Anyway, I don't know where to start. I'm going to start here. That was my hairbrush falling over, if you wanted to know. We went to the Disney store in Westfields and they had a Tigger in my favourite colour, in my favourite shade of green. And Tigger's my favourite Disney character. Yeah. I was going to say, maybe not. I like Alice in Wonderland. But I like Alice in Wonderland less than what I like Tigger. I'm going to put a photo on screen now of me when I was a kid in a Tigger onesie. Yeah, I've loved Tigger since I was a kid and it's very much a sentimental thing for me now. But yeah, so we went to Westfields and the person I was there with was like, can we go in the Disney store? Can we go in the Disney store? And I was like, fine, sure, why not? And we were walking around and he was going, oh, I want this, but I don't want to come across like a Disney adult. And I was like, that's fair. If you want it, get it. If you don't think it's worth looking like a Disney adult, don't get it. And he ended up getting, you know, from Monsters Inc., the kids, they like scream and it fills up the little like canisters with like scream. He got a water bottle that's designed to look like one of those. And it's so annoying because every time you open it, it screams at you. But yeah, whilst we were walking around there, I also saw an entire like collection of Winnie the Pooh characters, of like just Disney characters in general. I don't think it was just Winnie the Pooh characters, in my favourite shade of green. And I don't know why they were in this green. But when I saw they had a Tigger, I was like, I kind of have to. I don't really have a choice anymore. My arm has been twisted, my hand has been forced. So yeah, I love him very much. I'm now going to throw him on my bed. I'm not just throwing him across the room. My bed is over here. Oh, I'm so stiff. Ugh. Ow. My shoulder and neck are so stiff, and I don't even know why. Anyway, next. I have already opened them and tried them. It's little Winnie the Pooh candies. They are not great. I'm going to show you one, sorry. Little Winnie the Pooh in a little honey pot. They're just a bit... They've got a weird texture and they don't even taste that good. It's because apparently they're supposed to taste of honey and lemon. I don't like either of those things. They're so sticky and they're almost like sludgy. Like it's not quite a gummy texture. It's like a bit softer and more sludgy. It's not good. That's only my second one of those that I had, and I only had it for the video because I tried it before and I was like, this is bad, but I have to include it anyway. And then I just had my second one just then, specifically for the video, but it's not good. Anyway, next. I only have one other thing that's down here. The rest of my stuff is on my table here. You can see a little bit here, unfortunately. But the thing that's down here needs to wait until I can show you this thing here. Which I'm probably going to do last, actually, because I can. Next thing I'm going to show you is we went to the London Dungeon. I'm realising I should have left that a little bit later. But it's fine, I've introduced it now. We went to the London Dungeon. And we went around it. I've only ever been to the London Dungeon once before. And I thought it was going to be completely different since I went before. Because when I went before, I was like 10, 11. And we were going around and there was... Most of it I didn't recognise. And then we got to this one room and I was like... This is weirdly familiar to me. And then she was like... Oh no, my leeches have escaped. And I was like, oh my god, there's going to be air under our bottoms now. And it's going to be like, oh, it's leeches. Because it's exactly the same as when I was a kid. And then we moved on from there. And we went, like, I think straight into the Sweeney Todd bit from when I was a kid. That I distinctly remember going to when I was a kid. Because I bit someone. By accident. Well, not really by accident, but by accident. Like, I was being silly and I was going, I can bite you right now. Pretending like I was going to bite this person. Because I was weird, I guess. I don't know. But then, spoiler alert if you have never been to the London Dungeon, they, like, throw the seats back. It doesn't go far back, but it was far enough to make me jump. And I was pretending to bite this person. And so when it made me jump, I went... It wasn't on their wrist, it was on their arm up here, but I was just demonstrating how I accidentally, but not really accidentally, but accidentally bit someone. But anyway, yeah, so we went around London Dungeon, it was a lot of fun. I'm almost out of time on this video, so I'm going to have to start it again. Well, not start it again, but, like, it's going to cut in a few minutes. I'm so tired. So, anyway, we went to the London Dungeon, and from there, the person I went round with got... What did he get? No, I don't know. Oh, a bottle of rum. And then like tankard that looks like it's got beer in it, but it doesn't. But it looks like it. That's what he got. And I got, similarly, a tankard that looks like it's got blood in it, but it doesn't. It's completely empty. It doesn't look like it, but it is, look. Because I thought it was pretty cool, and it's still got the sticker on it. I love a good mug. I have used it, and it does smell like the thing that I had in it, that I'm not going to disclose what that was right now. But like I said, I've only just got home the day before yesterday, so I have had a chance to do this, but we're going to pretend like I haven't yet. Haven't got around to doing it yet. But yeah, I got this, and then the other thing that I got was, I don't know where to put this, so I'm just going to put it in there. So it cut. I did say it was going to cut, and then it cut. So I was right. Shock horror. But the other thing I got from the London Dungeon is I got 2 little shot glasses that look like they've got blood in them to go with the tankard. Because I thought it was cute to have like a little set. These have also been used. They don't smell like it though, interestingly. But we did use them, I think. Unless I'm misremembering, but I think I did. Anyway, the last thing that we got from the London dungeons was we got a photo each. The photo is in here. I'm gonna show you, but I'm gonna try and cover up the person that I went with's face, because they don't know that they want to be included. Look at that. You can really see it, but that's me. Anyway, that is nail polish on my nails still, by the way. Hang on, let me see if I can show you better. So this is it. This is me. That's like, his face is kind of covered, but it's like a judge guy. And then the person that I went with is under here. I've used this to hide them. And look, proof that I did actually paint my nails. But anyway, yeah, I thought this one was cute, so I got it. And then the person that I went with got a different one, because we decided we'd split the cost and get one each, because it was on like a 2-for deal. I don't remember how much it was. But we decided we'd split the cost and get one each. So I got this one, and then he got another one that I thought I looked so outgoing. It was on like, there's a little drop ride at the end of London Dungeon. And it was on that. But they went, everyone say, ah. And so they took the picture then. So I'm sat there like, and it's so ugly. It's so ugly. And I was really confused because when we saw the pictures, I didn't remember that they'd specifically, before the ride, gone say, ah. And I distinctly remember during the ride going, like, my teeth were clenched, because I have, this is probably going to be too much information, I have an irrational fear of, like, when you're on a roller coaster or something, and there's, like, a sharp drop, I have an irrational fear of just my jaw falling off. I don't know why, I just do. So I was clenching my jaw the whole time. And I distinctly remember doing that, because I always do it on, like, a drop ride. So I was really confused how they got that. And then the person I was with was like, they told us to say, ah, idiot. But anyway, yeah. So that's that. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I actually hated it. Well, I didn't hate it. I hated one bit of it, right? Because, I don't know if you know this, but I am partially blind. Right? This eye that I'm closing now is half blind. If I do that, I can barely see a thing. Well, I can see, it's just very, very, very fuzzy. Very blurry, you know? So, I got picked on, as they do. They'll pick on random people in the crowd and be like, you, what's your name? Do this, do that. Right? Which I was expecting, and I was fine with. Right? Because she was like, oh, you, what's your name? I said my name. She was like, okay, open that drawer behind you. There should be a bribe in there. So I opened the drawer, and there was like a scroll in there, and I was like, I'm going to assume this is what she's after, because it's the only thing in the drawer. So I handed that to her, and I was like, that was fun. Because it was fun. It was, you know, whatever. Then she handed it back to me, and went, you see that dark-ass hallway? Go down it. Go down it by yourself and tell me if it's clear. And I was like, I have social anxiety. You might not think it from these videos, but I do. I have social anxiety, and I'm partially blind. So and I also have a specific neurological condition that means I get very paranoid very easily. So I was going down this thing, and I'd take like 2 steps, and I'd be like, there's a wall in front of me. I'm going to walk into a wall and make myself look like an idiot. There's a wall in front of me. I know that there's a wall in front of me. So I kept like taking 2 steps and going, how far down do I need to go? And obviously this lady can't break character. So she was like, well, I don't know. That's what I'm sending you for. And I kept going, I'm going to walk into a wall. Ended up going like halfway down, and then they were shouting down being like, is it clear? And I was like, I think so. And then she came down. She was like, I'll just take it from here. So humiliating. I probably look like such a wussy. But like I wasn't scared of like being jump scared. I wasn't worried that there was someone down there gonna jump scare me, which is what I think they probably all thought. I was scared I was gonna walk into a wall. It was horrible. I hated it. But yeah, it was fun. Just not that bit. That bit I hated. The rest of it was fun. So yeah, anyway. Next thing. I'm gonna go for this first. There is a specific musical called Hadestown that I have been wanting to see since I first ever heard about it, right? It's about Greek myth, Orpheus and Eurydice. And I am a Greek. I've just realised that in frame there is my record player, my copy of Man's Best Friend, potentially the Wishbone and Bite Me that are behind it. I can't tell if you can see that on camera. My toothpaste that I unpacked from being on holiday, and then I've taken the actual toothpaste out of the box through there, but for some reason I've left the box here. And then a loaf of bread that I've left there. It's still in frame. And also an open can of Coke that I didn't realise they were all in frame, but it is what it is. Anyway, I've been wanting to see Hadestown since I first heard about it. And we got down into London, and I met up with the person who was down there that I was going to see. And he went, I've booked a surprise for later. Here's a hint about what it is, and handed me like a bouquet of red roses, and I was like, I don't know what it is. Turns out he'd booked for us to go and see Hadestown. That was so sweet, because he knew that it was a musical that I've been wanting to watch since I literally heard about it the first time ever. So, you know, he was like, he booked it because he knew that I wanted to see it. And so this is a script of Hadestown. It was so good, by the way. Highly recommend. Genuinely the most visually beautiful musical I've ever seen in my life. It was so good. So yeah, this is a script of Hadestown that I bought from there. And then we did stage door, and I got a signature from every single one of them. And I got a photo. I'll put on screen now the photos. I got a photo. I'm actually going to put that on my pile of books. Ignore my chair. It's a fold-up chair. I've also just realised I've still got my towel around my shoulders. That's embarrassing. Oh well. But yeah, I'll put the photos on screen now. I met every single one of them, and I took a photo with every single one of them, except Hermes, who I didn't get a photo with, because he was too busy talking about Wimbledon with the person that I was there with. But it's fine. I got his signature still. So yeah, that was fun. Anyway. Next. Okay. Sorry, I just keep trying to figure out what to go for next. Next, I'm going to go for the stuff I got from Flying Tiger. It was in Westfields, so I probably should have done this earlier when I was talking about going to Westfields. But we went to Westfields, and we went into the Flying Tiger. Sorry, I'm trying to take the tag off and it's not working. We went into Flying Tiger and we picked up a few bits. Specifically, I've just realised there was something that I got that I don't know if I can show you, because it's not here because I've used it. Oh no, I found it. I can see it. We went into Flying Tiger. Bought this because I thought it was so cute. It's a little perfume thingy that you can put your perfume in, and I thought, that's mad cute, that is. So I'm gonna at some point pour my perfume into it. Yeah. So that's that. And then we also got a little bell, because we figured we could play little games with it, like... Sorry, it cut. Also, I don't know if you saw me wince in that last bit. It may have cut before that, or I may have cut it out, but right, like, a split second before it cut, I got this horrible ringing in my ear that is still kind of there now, so I did wince at that. That's what that is, if that is still in there. But anyway, the game that we ended up playing with this was that it was put somewhere that everyone could reach it, And then at any point throughout the night, anyone could just go. And then everyone had to put their arm up, and the last person to put their arm up had to do a forfeit. That was the game that we ended up playing with it. So yeah, that was fun. Next I'm going to show you this because I've realised that I can reach it. Hang on. Oh, sorry, I'm so, like, my shoulder and neck are so stiff for no good reason. We went to WH Smith's because I love WH Smith's, right? And I live in Northampton, and the one in Northampton has been changed from a WH Smith's to a TG Jones or whatever it's called. I keep wanting to call it TJ Jones because obviously TJ is kind of muscle memory for me and TG is not. But TG is close enough to TJ that I go TG and then my brain goes J. Anyway, we went into WH Smith's because I love WH Smith's. And they were walking around. They had a lot, but simultaneously they had kind of nothing. If that makes sense. Like, there was a lot in there, but there was nothing that I really wanted. And then as we were about to leave, we came across this, which it does have all of them in there. They're just not in there properly. So I got that. I didn't even actually buy this. This was bought for me by the person I was down there to see. Anyway, moving on. We're still in Westfields at this point, but now we're in Miniso, where I do have an interesting story about this, but I'm going to tell you what we got first. So, we bought a few things. I got, this is a little Christmassy keyring. Well, I didn't buy these. These were, oh, I've just realised there is something I can't show you. That's so sad. Anyway, I'll tell you about it in a minute. One of the things we got was a little mystery bag that we opened, and it had in it this little, it's like a little Christmas Kuromi. Look, she's got little antlers, little holly, which is the name of my dead cat, but she was my favourite cat I've ever had, and she's in a little stocking, and it's really cute, and I love it. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. And then there's this, which looks like it's a scale, but it's not. It's a little, might be a bit broken. That's not good. Don't know what I've done there, but okay. There we go. I think I fixed it. It's a little lamp, and it's so cute. Yeah, don't know quite what I've done to that, but that's fine. And then I got a little Kuromi purse. I love Kuromi. Not my favourite. Cinema roll, I think, is my favourite. But yeah, I do love Kuromi. So a little Kuromi purse, which is really cute. I don't know that I'll use it. Actually, probably will. I don't tend to use purses. I tend to just kind of shove everything into either pockets or my little handbag. But I'm going to make an effort to actually use a purse from now on. And then I got this little Hello Kitty trinket pot, which I don't have space for with all my other trinket boxes. So I'm going to have to make space for that, but that's okay. And then I got a little Hello Kitty mug and saucer, which I can't show you because I've used it. I can reach the saucer because it's behind me, but where I use the mug, I put it to soak, so that's in the sink currently. Give me a second because this is going to really hurt me to turn, but I can reach the saucer. Ouch. Ouch. How cute is that? Hello Kitty saucer. It does come with a mug, like I said. The mug is soaking because I used it. And then the last thing we got from Miniso is, and I feel that I need to tell a little piece of context here. I've got a couple pieces of context to tell you, actually. So, as we were checking out in Miniso, we met a woman who who I can only describe as being a real-life fairy. There was something about her where I was looking at her and I was going, I've never met you in my life, but I know you from somewhere. I recognise this woman and I could not tell you where from. But then there are so many things that have happened since meeting her that I am convinced that woman was a real-life fairy and she has blessed me. I have been blessed by the real-life fairy that works in Miniso. But anyway, we bought... The limit is 3 per customer on these Pokemon cards, but we got 6 each because we went twice. Which is maybe a little bit naughty, but that's fine. And I'm going to put a picture on the screen rather than showing you it in person right now. Actually, no, I'm going to give you the context on this first before I tell you. I have spoken on this channel before. I'll insert the clip here about how much I love Cubone. The clip will be inserted here. I have a little Cubone. Look at him. Cubone, my beloved. I love Cubone. Cubone is my favourite Pokemon ever. And I also found, we went into HMV yesterday and found they do, you know, pop figures. They do like little miniature ones. And I found a set of little miniature ones that has a Cubone in it. And I'm absolutely getting that set. I'm so happy with this. Look at him. Look at him. Tell me he's not the cutest. Yeah, I love Cubone. Mostly because of, like, his lore. Makes me feel so bad for him. Him and Mimikyu are my 2 favourites. Because they both have a little sad little... What a sad little life, Jane. They both have a sad little backstory. Anyone who knows Pokemon probably already knows this, but for anyone who doesn't, I'm going to clarify. Cubone, his mother, Marowak, dies in front of him. And then he wears her skull for, like, the rest of his life until he himself evolves into a Marowak. But yeah, that's really sad. And then Mimikyu, because he's grieving, that's why he wears her skull. I'm going to assume you're back from what am I saying? I'm assuming you're back from being told about how much I love Cubone. I have a Cubone here as well. I have, give me a second, tiny little miniature Cubone, my beloved. Don't know if you can see it that well. How cute is he? Love him. So I love Cubone, right? He's my favourite Pokemon in the world. I do have a couple other miniature Pokemons, but I did only get them for Cubone. I love Cubone, right? So this is the first thing that made me think this woman was a fairy and blessed us. We were opening these cards, and the person that I was with went, and I went, what? And he went, look who I've just pulled. And it was his favourite Pokemon, right? And I was like, oh, that's really cool. That's really cool that he's pulled his favourite Pokemon. I'm so happy for him. Anyway, I'm going to continue looking at my cards. I pulled a Cubone, and it was a shiny Cubone too. Well, not a shiny like the shinies where they're different colours, but like the card was shiny. I'll put the picture here. Look at my shiny card that is of Cubone, my beloved. So yeah, that was really happy. No, that was really exciting and I was really happy. I'm going to put up another video after this about everything good that's happened to me this month. It's going to be called like monthly life update video or something like that. But I'll go into more detail there about the fairy and like the stuff that's happened. But I have still more to show you from this monthly haul for now. So we've left Westfields now. We've left Westfields now. And before we go straight back to the hotel, we're going to pop to this Pokemon shop that the person I'm there with knows about. So we popped to this Pokemon shop and it is so scary in there. I don't know why, I felt so out of place. and I just felt so scared in there. Like, it was so daunting, and I fully couldn't even tell you why. Like, it was so scary. But we went up to one of the tables, and the person I was with, he's more knowledgeable on, like, the actual cards and stuff, and he was like, can we get 2 of these boxes, 2 of these boxes? And then I went, can we also maybe get some binders? So, we've got a Pokemon binder each. It's gonna cut out any second now. So I'm just gonna stop talking and wait for it to cut. I am so annoyed right now. So, I've just filmed this segment already. And for some reason, it deleted itself. So we must begin again. As I was saying when this one cut, I think this is so ugly. That might be controversial. It might be a really good binder. I think it is a go. It's too bright. I don't like that they've put this pink with these colours. I just don't like it. And also, on top of that, this is the back. This is the front, sorry. But on top of that, my plan with Pokemon cards is I want to catch them all. I want to get a complete Pokedex. Right. And I don't know exactly how many Pokemon there are. I keep Googling this and then forgetting the number. But there's at least 1,000. So I need a binder that has at least 1,000 pockets. This one only has 400 and something. Which is an issue. Because there's not going to be enough pockets for what I need. But that's okay. So what I've done is... Yeah, it's not going to stand up again, is it? That's fine. I've gone through, organised all the cards that we got. I don't remember if I told you how many cards we got, but we got 2... Well, I know that I've told you, I just don't remember if it was in this section that deleted itself or if it's in the section it's already in. We got 2 of these boxes, which we then split, so we had 1 each. And then we got 2 of the... They're like called Team Rocket boxes or something, and then we split those also. So yeah, I went through and I'll show you. There's like a little thing that you can do to find out how much approximately each card is worth, right? And so I did that, and according to that, this first page, front and back, whoopsie, that page alone, front and back, remember, not just front, is worth 100 and something. I don't remember exactly how much I worked it out to be, but still. Which I'm pretty happy with. It's not that much, but all things considered, it adds up, considering how many pages I've got full in here. Plus all the duples that I've got. Duples being duplicates. I just prefer to call them duples for some reason. That is mostly due to this one, which, according to the thing that I did, that card on its own is worth 50 quid, which isn't bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, anyway, I need to show you. How did I get this all in frame a second ago? Figured it out. I'll show you the cards that I got. Wow, look at all these cards. There's my Cubone, my beloved that I pulled. Look at all these cards. How exciting. How exciting are all these cards. Look at how many. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. Look at how many cards I got. Yeah, these are all the cards that we got from London. Well, these are all the cards that I got from London. The person that I went with put them in their own binder. Right. So they're all in Pokedex order because obviously, as I said, I'm trying to collect a Pokedex and I've put them in Pokedex order in here so that when I get my new binder that has enough pockets, it'll be easier to transfer them over into the right places. Right? But you might be thinking, that's where it stops. And you would be wrong. Because, so essentially, these are all the cards that I already had the Pokemon of. So, like, that's a Larvitar. I already had a Larvitar. There's a Larvitar in his Pokedex spot at the front of the book. But I didn't have a Larvitar with this picture like this design of the card. So the Pokemon is the same, the card is different, right? These are not quite in Pokedex order, I'll be so honest with you. There's 3 Comfies together, but there's also this guy. Oh, not that guy. This guy. I don't know why I went to the wrong end of the book. This guy. There is another one of him somewhere in here. There. Right there, next to my 2 Shuppets. So, also I'm really happy about Mimikyu. Mimikyu is my second favourite Pokemon behind Cubone. And I got... almost knocked over the can of cola. I got 2 of him. So I've got 1 in his place and then 1 there. Yeah. So yeah, these are all of the Pokemons that I had the Pokemon of, but not that card. And that's what I'm going to end up using this binder for after my new one comes. It's just Pokemons where I have you, but I don't have you, if that makes sense. And then we've also got... I've already showed you this box, but inside of it is just the duples that I got, where it's... I've got the Pokemon and I've got that specific card of Pokemon. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to see if the person who I was talking about earlier, who also does Pokemon, I'm going to see if he needs any of those cards. And if he does, he can have them. If he doesn't, I'm going to speak to another one of my friends who does Pokemon and say, hey, do you need any of these cards? And if he does, he can have them. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I don't really know what to do with them. So yeah, if any of you need any of those cards, feel free to let me know and I'll send them to you somehow. I'm not going to trade any of them because I don't really see the point in trading. Because, like, I don't know. I just feel like if I have a card that I don't want or need because I already have it, and you need that card, I may as well just give it to you. Like, I'm not necessarily losing out on anything because otherwise it's just going to sit in the box and do nothing the whole time, you know? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. Anyway, I'm going to go end this video and start filming the next video now. Feel free to go watch the next video. They'll probably be up around the same time. The other one might go up first because I'm going to upload them both at the same time and it'll just depend on which one finishes uploading first. As to which one actually goes up first, you know? So yeah, please cross your fingers that this actually saves. If you're seeing it, it has, I guess. I really don't want to have to film this a 3rd time. So yeah, bye.